Hello, Cancer. This is Marley with Fawn and Fire Intuitive, and I'm doing May, June, July. I like to do them in 3-month windows because sometimes the energy is now, but sometimes it's coming in the future. So this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. If this doesn't resonate with you, check out my readings for your Moon, Rising, or Venus, okay? So I'm gonna do a special reading because I'm in Florida right now, and I've been going to Disney World. So I'm doing a Disney inspired reading. Not completely, I mean, it's still gonna be relevant, but I did write down some Disney quotes and Disney songs, and then I'm pulling your spirit animal because, you know, animals are very important in Disney movies. And then I did separate my deck into 2 piles. So I've got all the kings and queens and princes and knights and princesses and magicians and characters on this side, and then we have your story on this side, okay? So we're gonna look into where you're at right now, and then just look into your life, into love, into all of that, okay? So first off, Cancer, you got the beaver spirit, laying a solid foundation. So this card does represent, you know, that it's possible you've been going through some stuff, putting in work, and you may feel tired. You may feel like, okay, is this ever going to work out? But you're being reminded like you are laying a solid foundation. And for others of you, that may be something that you really need to focus on. Like what dreams you have, what are you trying to create? Are you putting in the solid foundation? For your song, we got Let It Go from Frozen. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Okay, I feel like for some of you have a guard up, I feel like. And certain things happen that's kind of meant to like lay a foundation in a situation or in a relationship. And I feel like sometimes, maybe this is for some of you, you get afraid when it feels cold or uncomfortable, but you don't want anyone to know that it bothers you, so you act like you don't care. And your quote is from Beauty and the Beast. She warned him not to be deceived by appearances, for beauty is found within. So I feel like for some of you, it's either you or you're dealing with somebody that acts like they don't care, all right? And they've got this guard up, but deep down inside, there's this mushy heart that does care, you know? And there's a need to kind of like lay this foundation so that the person feels, or that you feel like you can trust enough to open up. Somebody doesn't feel like they can open up, so as soon as something goes wrong, they're like, I don't care anyway, I'm gonna let it go. Let's see what characters we've got here for Cancer. Some of you, you know, it could be something ended, something didn't work out, and outwardly you're acting strong. And you feel strong, you do feel strong. But it's important not to repress emotions. It's okay to feel a certain way about things, even if it wasn't meant to be, even if it wasn't right for you. But just know everything that you've been going through, it's laying a solid foundation for what's to come next. And I'm getting a lot of chills. Tell me about Cancer. Who are they now? Who are they becoming, and how do other people see them? Who are they becoming? Okay, Cancer. Yeah, some of you, Some of you, okay, there's another message coming through. Some of you are starting to lay this foundation. You've defined a relationship as something you think it is. You have the Empress. You are, starting something new, creating something that to you feels very beautiful. And then you're turning into the Page of Wands, okay? So, you're passionate about this, really passionate, but there's a disconnection. And others might see you as obsessed about it right now, okay? But part of the reason it's important to lay a solid foundation, you really need to know somebody really, really well before diving in too deep. But the other messages are, first off, way to go. Some of you, it did come out in reverse. So I feel like some of you are kind of, like I said, there's this wall up. And you could be building this wall with this beaver spirit. It's like everything that's happened, you just keep, every time, it's hard for you to let go of the past. So every time someone hurts you, you build up, the wall gets higher and higher, and it's harder for you to receive the love that's coming from other places, the good things the universe wants to bring in. It's harder for you to receive it because you're building up this wall of protection. And the universe is trying to give you something new, something beautiful. Let's get a card to clarify this Empress. And it's going to require you to kind of peek out, to get curious and peek out, like, okay, what else do you have for me? What else can I get excited about? Yeah. For a lot of you Cancers, there's new love coming in, okay? But right now there's this lack of teamwork, lack of overcoming the obstacles. And I think part of that might be either you've gotten hyper-focused on laying the foundation, or the foundation's actually become a wall. The lessons that were meant to come in and just help you become more authentic to yourself, you've kind of become a slave to that, okay? When really it was a foundation that was meant to propel you towards this, towards the Empress, towards new love, towards overcoming obstacles. And this Page of Wands, it's encouraging you to become that, to peek out, to get inspired again, to not be afraid. Give me a card over this Page of Wands and over the Devil. Some of you were dealing with something that was not a good situation, and it's been hard for you to let it end and start over, have a new beginning. Some of you really need to let it go. Some of you, you're dealing with somebody who says the right things, but there's not a stable offer there. Yeah, some of you are being called to walk away. Like something you were trying to manifest, something that you've been really working on, didn't work out. But here's the thing, it is manifesting. It is manifesting. It's just, you want it to be a certain person or look a certain way. And you might have to look deeper than that. Let's get another song and another quote just to get a little more information. Okay, that's the quote I'm feeling. Oh, even miracles take time. The Fairy Godmother. Is there another song? Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas. Yeah. When I think about Colors of the Wind, and it's kind of funny with this card, manifesting, looking out further, it's almost like you've been looking very limited with this Four of Swords. A lot of it's been, you've been looking back to the past for this offer that hasn't come. You know, they haven't given this stable offer, and you're being asked to create something new and beautiful. Like the wind is blowing, like things have been trying to move you forward. Like, come get into receptive mode. What else can you create right where you're at? What else can you create for your future? All right, I want to see if we can find out who is this new love. And tell me a little bit more about this devil. This new love.